Good morning. Well, last week we put shocks on this Volvo. Ugh, traffic noise. And that went so well. I thought I'd do what I'm not supposed to be doing. Put more money into Sally here, because she's got a pretty rough ride. So I'm going to try to put shocks on this, since the ones on the Volvo were so easy to do. This one's a little different, but we'll crawl under there right now and put some PB Blaster on the top bolts. See if that does any good. Probably break off a couple dozen bolts and then not have shocks at all on this, which there might not be shocks on it at all anyway. That's what it feels like. You're just riding on the bump stops. So I don't know if I'm doing that here. Might be going up to Jeff's to help him do the door pins of his Blazer. We'll see. Oh, there are shocks on this side at least. Can you see way up in there? Yep. Well, there we go. That might work. The bolt, excuse me. There's a bolt on either side there. Gonna try to get some penetrating oil up in there without getting it in my eyes. We'll see how that goes. And here's the mighty Mississippi. Got a barge going down the river there. More traffic noise. Got our electric plant over there. Walk across the bridge and back. It's about 1.25 miles, I think. Could go a little farther on the Illinois. Get up to 2 miles. But I just usually do to the Welcome to Illinois sign and back. Probably about 1.25 miles. Yep. Welcome to Illinois. Okay, the first thing you want to do is gather up every metric tool you own so you can discover that you don't have one big enough to fit on the nut under there. Put your jack under your leaking pumpkin there. Might have to jack it up a little bit to get that shock out. And you're gonna need maybe every extension you own too. Get up in there. But the bonus of that is you find your 3/8 to 1/4 adapter that you looked for a half an hour last week. So we got that. Per YouTube says not to use impact on the top ones. I guess that's probably more installing it, because it can damage the shock. Let's see if we can get up in there and see what size that is up in there. I'm gonna guess about a 14. Wait a second. Okay, so those are 13s in there. How you like the hair? And you're gonna need eye protection. This bottom one is 21. I'm gonna use the impact on that. The issue is I'm gonna have to have a wrench on the other side, and I don't have a wrench that big. It's probably going to the store here in a minute. I'll show you where we're at here. I got this bolt out. I used, I don't know what happened. Oh, big old Haas crescent wrench here. And the bolt will kind of come out. You have to get a punch in there, tap it all the way out. Now it should be ready to come out of here. Okay. All right. Now, you know how I operate. If you watch this channel at all, and all 30 of you that watch my videos know what I'm talking about. You know that I went on Rock Auto and just got the finest. My only concern when I open this box is these are just tabs, and those are closed in for the bolts. Probably just because these were $10 each. Hopefully I don't have too much trouble with that. But at the end of the day, it's good enough for what it's going in. So just slide this back up in there, get it up in there, then cut that strap and pull it out, and it'll start to expand. And you might have to hammer that into your spot down there a little bit. It really hasn't been too bad so far. Look at those shoes. Anyway, let's do this. Now these shocks do have this plastic on it, which you're supposed to cut off once you get the top, or once you get the bottom bolt in there, because it expands, and it broke before I got it in there, and I'm gonna be sore tomorrow, guys. I could not push the jack up, or the shock up, with my hands and tighten stuff or whatnot. So I used the jack over there, still screwing around, and jacked up the bottom of the shock into place and screwed around and got the bolt on there. And then I'm like, where's the washer? I left the other washer on the other side, so I take it back out. That's the joy of working on cars. But I got one side in. There are torque specs for this stuff, but well, I gotta tighten that bolt down yet. But I just tighten it till I feel a rib pop, and then I figure it's good. Why am I putting money into this thing? Alright. Well, I got trouble. There's a clip on the other side of that bolt that screws the bolt down, and that clip's broke loose. I can't get that bolt out. I can reach the clip around on the top side, but I can't hold it with my fingers while I unscrew the bolt. Drop this down. I thought maybe putting some pressure on it would help. It has not. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I just put this shock back in there and screw with it another day. I'll mess around with it a little bit longer. Alright, so I just put that other shock back in there for now. Can't get that bolt out. Might have to have my auto mechanic friend come rescue me on that. But if that had come out, really wasn't a bad job. That one side where the strap came off before I was ready to have it come off was a bit of a challenge, but I used the jack to get it up into position, slam that bolt in there, and it was all right. Now, I guess I'm gonna go take my second shower of the day. Have a good one.